Hi all, it's Piotr. Let's have a quick look at my newest omnibus, Web of Spider-Man Vol 2. I choose the cover with Hobgoblin, Jason Masondale. It's a huge omnibus, as you can see. Here is what it contains for each of you. Web of Spider-Man 35 through 72, Annual 4 through 6, Spectacular Spider-Man 143, 46, 47, 152, 53 and 158, Amazing Spider-Man 312 through 313 and 329, plus Unkillable Hulk 349. It's a huge book. Here you have the covers of issues you will find inside. I really like Jason, how he took over the role of Hobgoblin. So let's see how it's inside. But first I will maybe show you under the dust jacket. Under the dust jacket we have this cover, and if you are wondering if there is an eye, like in typical omnibus from Marvel, I opened it a couple of times, how the omnibuses should be opened, so yes, there is big beautiful eye. So let's see what is inside this omnibus. We are in the period when Ned Leeds died in Berlin, when everyone was thinking that he was Hobgoblin, but it was not true. That later on it was found out, but it was some time before we knew the truth, who was the original Hobgoblin and who orchestrated attack on Ned in Berlin. And that person took over the role of Hobgoblin, and that new person was Jason Masondale, also known in past as Jack O'Lantern. I love this period of Spider-Man, as we have a lot of cool stories based around the family of Peter Parker, his wife Mary Jane, that is trying to start work as a model. The relationship is really intense in some moments. As you can see here, there was an attack on Peter, Mary Jane. Here we have Tarantula. Mix of art styles, but for this period of in Spider-Man adventures I really like it. Here we have Jason in the role of Hobgoblin. He's trying to work out his way in criminal underworld. A little bit of back past of his, who he was. A little party that drank Spider-Man fighting Hobgoblin. Alright, who spiked the punch? A lot is going on, as I mentioned before. Here we have the story. Can Speedy and Flash Thompson save Betty Leeds from the cult of love? So we are in this period that was very traumatized for Betty. A lot is going on here. Here we have cool cover. Mary Jane pose for a lingerie catalog. I love the reaction of. Here we have those photos. The conversation, Mary Jane was trying to speak with Peter if it's okay for him, but he was busy, and he told her you can do what you wish for your career. And the reaction of Aunt May on the photos she finds. Yeah. So here we have the moment that Aunt May finds the photos, and we have a conversation of both ladies. But the main focus on this omnibus, after those Cure storylines, at least for me, is the big war that we have between these Lobo brothers gang war. Here we have the Amazing Spider-Man the Year in the review. And here we started the party with the Lobo brothers using Punisher to take out Spider-Man, but as you can see, you cannot play with the mind of Punisher. Lobo brothers start their party. The Crusade, we have even fight with one of the versions of Hulk. Cool cover, at least for me. Inferno, that as part of all these adventures, it was important for Jason to gather the power that he required, because he didn't have the serum of Goblin. Even he was trying to get it from notes of late father of Harry Osborn, but he didn't have it, for him at least. So one of the demons helped him, but later on. And then we can say there was a demo goblin at some point, but later on. Still, adventures of Harry Osborn fighting Hobgoblin. Peter, even if his friend is helping him, he don't like that Harry is using father's equipment. And even Mary Jane was shocked when she found the Goblin stuff inside the apartment Harry and his wife was. But at least secretly take it out, so it's very interesting at this point. Jason gathering his power, but at what price, we can say. We have also Puma, Silver Sable, a lot enemies, new friends, and in some moments we even have. Here we have. It was part of this big story. Lobo Brothers Gang War. We have Chameleon with J. Jonah Jameson, and we have the trial of Robbie, Joe Robertson. Kingpin playing games again. And here we have the big love of Gloria Grant that works in Daily Bugle. And there is no other than one of the Lobo brothers. So he have contacts in Source in Daily Bugle. Chameleon, the new crime lord of New York. I love these storylines because they are very based on the normal, typical day problems like bulimia. That one of the girls, very important for Mary Jane, have problems with it, and her parents don't want to break. They have plans to go to a very long journey, have great time, and this nonsense, as they call it, bulimia. And Mary Jane is a very strong woman that fights for this girl, taking care of her. So it's very important, grounded by it, so I really like it. But the main focus is here on the fights between different mobsters, hammerheads. Here we have the issues with hospital. That covers the theme of bulimia. Cool bonus. Materials inside, silver stable. Harry getting he was trying to clear the name of great Norman Osborn, obeying the Green Goblin. But Peter, here we have the Christie with all the healthy issues, with all the problems. Grizzly. Here we have Robbie is free. So a lot of enemies, great storylines. It's something that I really like in Spider-Man, that is on street level. A lot of storylines happen here. And here we have an angry woman, 11 angry men, and one angry woman. I love this short story, but it's pure Mary Jane Watson Parker. Another issues for Betty, and problems for Spider-Man when someone have a photo of him taking mask, and he needs to explain himself. And Tombstone, because of what Harry was trying to accomplish, makes him even more powerful. So his mind is not very clear, for sure, of Harry. Whatever his intentions are good, but his mind is not so well, we can say. And then we have the Hulk storyline. With the second cover of this omnibus, like that. And at the end, some bonus stuff. covers, sketches, so for me it's really important period, even I did not read all of those issues before. Some of them I have in single issues, especially the Lobo Brothers Gang War and all the Hobgoblin stuff. But for me it's pure enjoyment to read those older storylines that shows us who Spider-Man, Mary Jane, their friends are and what Spider-Man stands for. So for me it's a really fun and a really important omnibus in Spider-Man to learn about him.